Okay, so let's try to do a little isometric sketching for a weird angled surface. So remember, we want to make sure that we have our ISO drafting activated. So I'm going to click on that. Make sure I can get into that. And notice how the background changed. That's good. And for right now, I'm going to restrict my cursor, and I know I'm going to have to change that a little bit. Now, what I like to do is I'll just start with the thing I feel like is the easiest to play around with. And I feel like the front face is going to be the best to start with. So I'm going to hit F5 to get my front face. And I'm just going to kind of sketch out that piece to create kind of what I want. So I'm going to grab a line tool. And I'm going to start on the right side just after the slant. And I'll show you why in just a sec. So I'm going to go here. And we're told we go an inch down. Oop, got to zoom in. There we go. We are going 7 inches for my bottom. It looks like we have 3 inches up. So I'm going to hit 3 and hit enter. And we have 4 inches kind of on that top piece right there. Now, what's weird about this is we can only go up and then in 30-degree increments around. But because I already have a position over here, I can snap to it and it'll create that line. So this guy is not actually an isometric view, but we can snap to it to make that actually work. All right, so we have a front face. That looks pretty good. Maybe let's do kind of the top chunks along here and see if we can't do a little connect the dots to finish it off. So I'm going to grab my line tool. I need to hit F5 so I know I'm in the top plane, like so. That looks good. Okay. So now we got to figure out how wide this is. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. So I'm going to start at that endpoint right there, hit 4, enter. Maybe I can drag this over. No, it's not going to let me do that. Of course not. But I know it's 4 because we already did that. And I'm going to bring it back this way. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Let's do this one down here. So I'm going to grab my line tool again. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to hit 4, enter. I need to go down 1. And it looks like I'm in the wrong face. So I'm going to hit F5 because this is technically the side plane. Hit 1, enter, and bring it all the way over to that spot right there. And that looks pretty good too. So then all we have to do is connect those. And I could easily draw a line. That works perfectly fine. But just to show you, we can also hit copy and just bring this over there because we know it's already the right length. And that was good to go. So it looks like our last step is going to be the little circle on the very tippy top. So I'm going to go F5 until I get my top. Right there looks pretty good. And I'm going to go to my ellipse axis end. And I need to snag that center point right there. So I'm relying on my snaps a little bit for those midpoints. There we go. And we have, oh, I forgot to do the ISO. Let me back up a sec. All right, let's do this one more time. Axis end, ISO circle. There we go. And then let's grab that center point again. That's my fault. Right in that mid spot. There we go. And it's looking for a radius. We have a radius of 1 or a diameter of 2. And it looks like we've got our piece right there.